Merry Christmas, everybody. Welcome back to Timbit. I'm Perry. I'm the host of This Is My Bourbon Podcast. With me, as he always is, it's Eric the Whiskey Mutant.
I'm the mean one.
And this sweater is really hot. No!
Just stabbed you.
Stab me in the kidneys.
Yeah.
I'm certainly going to bleed out now. This sweater is really hot.
You're hot.
Oh, thanks.
Yep. Remember when you said before this episode you were going to change clothes and put the sweater on and do all that?
I'm still going to change clothes.
Mid-episode? Are they going to know?
They might.
You better pay attention. There's going to be a test at the end.
Or they might not. How you doing?
Good.
Glad to be here.
Glad to be drinking bourbon.
We both had a week at work. You more so than I did, but
I made the mistake of carrying work home with me in my mind.
Yeah, that happens. Here's how I knew that you carried work home with you. You didn't text me back.
That's my bad.
It's okay. Like, I didn't take offense to it. It was just like,
I know.
That's how I know that things get really stressful with you.
Yeah, and there was no Disney episode.
Yeah.
It's just been a lot between holidays and work. It's been a week.
But it is Christmas as of today when this episode comes out.
I hope I got what I wanted.
I hope I did too.
You did.
Oh, thanks.
Because I'm going to give it to you tonight.
I'm going to give you what you wanted tonight.
Crap, I'm not prepared.
And what I want is for you to
give Patreon to somebody.
Yeah, as a Christmas present.
What? Patreon.com/MyBourbonPodcast.
It's also Hanukkah and Kwanzaa this week.
I wanted to try to act like I knew, and I just don't know enough about them to say enough.
What do you mean them?
Those holidays.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the people.
No, I'm not that person. You're gonna get me canceled. Those holidays.
Yeah, that's fair.
I know the candles and all that.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
fine, man.
I didn't know enough to be like,
well,
tonight you get that one gift or whatever it is.
A crazy
dreidel, I don't
night.
know.
You know what's funny though is that the other night Eden was watching The Nice Grinch.
Not the mean one.
Not the mean one. And I had to stream it to from the Peacock app to my TV. And she got done with it. And I was just kind of flipping through. Because like on Peacock, they have like all the channels that's under the NBC family. And at that time, they were showing like classic Christmas SNL. I caught at the exact right time Adam Sandler doing 8 Crazy Nights on Weekend Update. It was like just at the, I couldn't have timed it any better.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that song in years. Just amazing stuff. I know this is not like a,
well, I mean, I guess I could put that in tips and bits as far as the
movie.
The movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
It's been a long time since I've
so
seen that
good,
movie
though.
too.
So good.
Anyway, patreon.com/MyBourbonPodcast is where you can support the show for as little as $1 a month, little as $5 a month, bonus content over there. This week we did Samply Irresistible. We finished up an advent calendar that
I got a year ago
from the Lexington Bourbon Society a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And we also on the pregame chats drank some samples that I got in a Secret Santa swap that we will talk about in what we've been drinking recently because, oh buddy, it's special.
It is.
Yeah. We kick off every episode with sips and snacks or flying blind. And this week, because it's Christmas,
baby,
we're doing sips and snacks.
Hey, throw me that.
Woo! Thanks, Jamie.
Look at that.
Jamie doesn't work here.
Look at that.
It's Christmas
The
tree
ultimate Christmas snack.
Man, this is going to be just a very loose, fun episode. We do have a review, but, you know, it's
loose and fun.
It's whatever. This is only my second Christmas tree snack cake of the year.
Was that the other one I gave you?
The other one you gave me, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Wait. So, You can pick your bag, or you can pick the shelf over there, the shelf behind you.
Oh, we're doing it this way.
You have to pick a whiskey, and I'm going to pick a whiskey. Okay.
I don't think I've ever paired Riff. Is this all the Riffmas you have left?
Another bottle or two.
Oh, okay. Well,
I haven't even opened the other one.
Is this the first one you bought?
Yep.
That I hand delivered to you?
Yeah.
The first time I met you?
You gave me both of mine. I ordered like two
Well,
or
I know
three.
that. I know. Yeah. So this is a Tim Bip origin story for the Whiskey Mutant. The first time I met you was when I hand delivered your Riffmas bottles.
Yep.
At the Starbucks parking lot.
You know the second?
It couldn't have been Tim Bip Weekend.
Mm-mm. No.
What was the second one?
You wanted to review Smoke Wagon, and I had ordered Smoke Wagon when it first became available on Stillbox, and I gave you Smoke Wagon samples.
That's crazy.
You don't remember that?
I don't remember that. No, come back, please come back, Eric, no. Eric, I was drinking a lot more back then. He had to grab his bottle. That's why he got up and left. It was performative in nature. No, don't leave. Okay, now I'm going to lose this.
We're not having a competition.
Well, everything feels like a competition. Also, for anybody who didn't watch my live stream last night, as of recording, I hurt my back yesterday. So I'm struggling a little bit.
I heard it last night, apparently.
No, it was yesterday morning while I was trying to get my children in the car. And I'm getting old.
I know that feeling.
Yeah. So if I move a little awkwardly, you know why. Is this 24B?
Yeah, baby.
Mm-hmm.
I had to bring this back out.
Man.
I'm honestly, peel back the curtain. We're hanging out later tonight, and I thought I better get a little bit of this now so we can be like, because if we bring this out later, it's gonna get demolished. So we're not having this later.
Okay. The good thing is
a little bit of it now.
The good thing is I have a bottle too.
Yeah.
So I'm not like reliant on
your
bottle to enjoy it.
A habit of bottle chugging.
I'm not gonna bottle chug
my
your
bottles
stag.
that say stag on them.
It happened one time.
One time is all it takes.
If it happens 3 times, it's a habit.
I'm pretty sure you've done it more.
No, I've only done it once.
That you know of.
That I know of.
All right, let's pair this.
All right, let's do it.
All right, Riffmas first. First we got to have we got to take a little bite off the top. We just got to enjoy.
Just the tip.
Just the tip. Just for some reason.
Mine leans to the left.
For some reason. That's fine. We all do. For some reason, this cake, even though it's pretty much built the same way as other cakes, the icing just has this little bit of like
Christmas magic.
Crispiness to it, to where it more breaks than just like,
Yeah, it's got kind of like a
melts.
crunch to it.
So, here we go.
Dang it.
Merry Christmas, everybody. And a Happy New Year.
I love, by the way, the names on the side of the bottle. It's like all regular,
Swan.
Adam, Curtis, Perry, Swan.
Swan.
This is the first time, by the way, that I will have had Riffmas. And if you don't know what Riffmas is,
It's this, if you're watching.
if you're watching, this was the first official Tim Bip pick done back in 2020. I had just become a dad. And we did it with the Nashville Bourbon Society.
Same people we did Picking in the Rain with.
Yeah. And we called it a Riffmas story. On the back, on the tater sticker, it kind of looks like grown-up Ralphie, but he's still in his, because he kind of has some like stubble.
Yeah. He looks like he's got a bad habit.
He doesn't look like he's in a good way.
Well, he's holding a gun, but
yeah, it's no
BB
longer
gun.
the Red Ryder BB gun. He's in his pink bunny, his pink bunny PJs, and he's holding a bottle of New Riff. And there's little Tim Bip Easter eggs all over the place. There's a swan on top of a tree. There's Tim Bip logo on a stocking. It's just great. It's wonderful.
I have not had this in a while either, and
yeah, I didn't have any last year.
it smells delicious. It's really good. It is one of my favorite New Riff picks.
Oh my gosh.
And that's coming from somebody who's drank a lot of New Riff, picked New Riffs. It's still one of the best New Riff picks.
Now, I'll pull back the curtain again on this, on our history with New Riff picks as well. So we've done 2 with the podcast.
Uh-huh.
The first one was Riffmas, and the second one was for Tim Bip Weekend 2022.
Yes.
Somehow, both of those picks came out to the exact same proof.
Yep.
Down to the decimal point, 106.4 proof.
If you don't believe me, there's up. Just knock that over.
Great. We're off to a great start.
Oh, what did you think? Well,
It's not really showing up on camera. It might show up in the edit once I do my levels and everything.
but this is a bottle of that everybody signed for us at the
Yeah, I've got one of those too. Great memories. Anyway,
All right, pour this over on this kick.
I'm going to pull some of it off. So that
just do it like this.
well, and then it's going to get into the
Not if you
cake
take
and
it.
the...
See, I got, oh my God. That's good. That gives it more of a French vanilla, kind of a cinnamon note to it.
A little bit of fruit, too. All right. Okay.
All right. Well, go a little bit higher proof.
A little bit. A little bit older.
Now, we've had a lot of whiskey over the year. And I'll probably be mentioning this again. But
I definitely will be.
my normal, like, attention-seeking, look at this post is George T. Stagg and Christmas tree cakes. I think this bottle that we have coming in late toward the end of the year is by far one of the most George T. Stagg Jr., whatever you could say, that they've put out ever. So, we're going to pair it up with Stagg. Keep that. We're going to drink that on the next episode.
Next episode or tonight or what?
Well, I mean, I figure we got to save a little bit.
Yeah, we probably should say.
24B. Stagg 24B. With a Christmas tree.
Oh, man, I love this whiskey so much. And I texted you, I don't remember what night it was, but I asked you if you had this since we cracked it.
I said no, and then I went and got some.
And then you went and got some. And we both came to the consensus that it has gotten better since we first tried it. And it has.
If you took that classic cherry cola note, but you put vanilla ice cream in it, it's a cherry Coke float.
It's so syrupy too.
And it's cherry syrup. And the thing about it is it hits you so fast. Like the flavor hits you so freaking fast. It's insane.
You know what I had last night?
What?
That I have not had in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Just a real Werther's original.
At least I had the wrapper on it. It wasn't like
It did.
A grandma version. They just pulled it out of
Been
the pocket.
rattling around in her. Yeah. All right. Oh. It turns into a cherry cordial.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's so good. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, it does everything that the new riff did, but better.
Oh.
That's insane. Shut it down, man.
That's it.
Shut it down.
That's it.
That's crazy. What a complete 180.
Wow.
That's how you pair, dude.
I'll tell you, pair.
Merry Christmas. Hey.
Merry freaking Christmas.
If you're listening to this on Christmas Day, and you're not going to get in trouble, you've got 24B and some Christmas tree Little Debbie cakes.
You know what to do.
You know what to do.
Oh, my God.
What have you been drinking recently?
You going to ask me that right after I go over this?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'll save what you gave me earlier.
Yeah, we'll talk about it together.
What have I been drinking? Well, I had some more Wild Turkey 101 that I paired with a Hershey Burger King pie the other day.
Oh, yeah.
That was super good. And I got to point out, I finished this off. I made a reel with it. It is the Bardstown Bourbon Company Discovery Series, Batch 1. I made a reel with it, and I said if the Bills win, they beat the Lions, I will finish it off in a victory pour. And they indeed did beat the Lions. So I sent this on its way to Bourbon Heaven.
Well deserved. Go Bills.
Go Bills and go Bardstown Bourbon Company Disco 1.
I am an unaffiliated football fan. I say that because I'm not really, I don't really watch football as like a scheduled thing.
Yeah.
Too. But I always root for my dad's team, the Jets, which is a sad state of affairs as it is.
Comment.
I always root for my brother's team,
The
the Eagles. I always root for the Bills.
Eagles, fire.
Go Bills.
Always root for the Bills. Every single one of your teams won this past weekend, which does not happen very often considering the state of the Jets.
It's something.
And Papa Ritter made a fantastic comment after they won that they were still in it, and it absolutely sent me overboard. I thought it was the funniest thing.
Does
And
Papa understand how the playoffs work?
you got to ask him, man.
He's like, we're in it next year. Hey, I like your
He did
enthusiasm.
ayahuasca with
He's like,
Jordan
we look at
Rodgers.
it a year in advance here at the Jets, so we're still in it, baby. And he's like thinking a year ahead.
Yeah,
He
if-
thinks it's actually 2025 right now.
He
So-
might, man. I don't know.
Papa Ritta, keep doing your thing.
Yeah. Anyway,
So I will
Go Bills.
Go Bills. I will leave the rest to you when you explain what we had on the pregame chats.
yeah. So I'll also talk about what I reviewed last night on my live stream, which was the two newest releases, from our friends over at Found North. It was batch 10 of their Canadian whiskey. Fabulous. Pick up a bottle. and also the newest release of their high altitude collection, Hoverhawk, which was spectacular.
Hoverhawk?
Hoverhawk.
That sounds cool. Sounds like a early 90s like action cartoon.
It really
that wasn't
does,
like
yeah.
it was, like Thundercats.
A
or
little
something
left
like,
of center.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It was like always on public access.
and you just there was like one good episode and the rest are really bad, but there were cool
Yeah.
action figures.
Right.
So
For some reason, Gilbert Gottfried was part of it too. I also did a blind flight from a Secret Santa swap that I was in, and I brought Eric some of the samples to try. Well, actually, you wound up trying all but one of the samples.
I ain't trying that one.
Yeah.
Smelled it. That
It was
good enough for
Amberana
me.
finish. So
Good enough for me.
Yeah. I won't go through all of it. Go watch the stream, but the one that was the most noteworthy, I suppose, to talk about was the final sample out of the set. My favorite, Eric's favorite. It was a single barrel pick from a local group. It came from a private label as well, known as Old Rick, which I had never really heard of before either. It was a 17-year, 136 proof, 23 yield bottle pick from Stitzel Weller.
I mean, when you say that, it sounds like you're just lying.
I know, right?
It sounds like that's impossible.
You're telling a lie.
On our
You're a jerk. He's on the Jordan Rogers track.
I mean, it's insane.
But you tried it.
Yeah, I did.
We tried it together, and it's some of the best whiskey that, I mean, just hands down, I think I've ever had.
It's insane. It's
Yeah.
just insane.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah.
Saving a little bit. We finished
Absolutely.
it off. It's gone. And I mean, 23 bottles. That's all.
I mean,
That's pretty
it
wild.
was 17 years old, 136 proof. It's kind of hard to, maintain more than that,
It's true.
to be honest with you.
I mean, but how many bottles is Eagle Rare 17?
Yeah, but that's a batch. It's not a single barrel.
How many single barrels did they have to make that batch?
I don't know, man. It's all
Is
over
it
their
real?
canvas. Josie.
Josie conspiracy.
The stag is.
to you, Harlan.
You think it goes all the way to Harlan?
Coming for you next year.
On Dragon Ball Z.
Tim Bip versus Harlan. Part 2.
Trying to think. I haven't bought anything else, this week because, Christmas.
Yeah.
I got nothing else.
I got this. We're going to open
otherwise.
later.
We opening that tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I brought some special bottles that
This is
we've enjoyed too for us to
Penelope
revisit.
special blend, and it's a Fuck Cancer bottle.
Nice.
116 proof.
Ooh.
Figured we'd open it tonight and see what it's about.
Yeah. I brought some stuff for us to finish as well.
Oh, yeah?
So, it's here. This is what are we gonna drink?
What are we going to drink
Yeah.
later?
I've had this bottle for, I mean, at this point, 6 years. I think it's Charter 101, which isn't even made anymore by Buffalo Trace. I know they make Old Charter
Yeah.
still, but they definitely don't make the Old Charter.
Old Charter.
Old Charter. Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
The bottle is nice with like the
I know, right?
embossed, like I guess that's grain on the side.
And
of
the nice thing too is
Why
that
is the bottle so light though? That's weird.
I think it's because there's not much whiskey left.
No,
in it.
but seriously, like an empty. Like feel this difference.
Oh, I don't know. Well, I mean, Bardstown Bourbon Company does go above and beyond with their actual bottles. There's not a a bottom to it. That is different. You're right. Yeah, even just an Elijah Craig. And this is a liter.
They cheaped out on the glass.
The amount of glass that they use to glass to plastic ratio on the old Charter 101 bottles is. Oh, it sounds more like plastic up top than it does.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely. We're on to you.
We try to shatter it with a hammer and it just bounces.
On to
you. So we're gonna kill that later. My bag's falling.
You breaking another table over there of mine with your bag?
I just got too much in this bag. The bag is actually ripping.
Old Rip
Van
Baggy.
Bagel.
Old Bagel Van Rippy. Time for a new bag, bro.
Yeah, it is. I brought this back for you to try again.
I remember that. That was the one we liked a lot.
Yeah. Well, I also brought the rye back.
Oh, yeah?
Too. We're going to kill this. Well,
the old silver label.
Yeah.
Yes.
Knob Creek single barrel from Kroger Wine and Spirits. I think that's like a 13-year-old.
They all were that old back then.
Yeah. A couple other things that we're going to open and drink. But yeah, I can't show what this rare character is because Chade.
Yeah.
And then the Liquor Barn Jack Daniels.
Oh, yeah.
So
nice.
We'll get into that. I also have some samples.
Irresistible.
That we'll get to a little bit later. But
what are we getting to now?
What we're getting to now is our last review of the year.
When did you get this?
This week.
Nice.
Came in the mail.
Well, this is a good review to end the year.
Old Fitzgerald Bottle and Bond 11-year-old Kentucky Straight Wheated Bourbon Whiskey. From our friends at Heaven Hill.
11 years old. Nice.
Yeah.
Make some room.
But this is, it feels like we're moving through this episode quickly. I don't mean to, because I just want to like
we've talked about Christmas tree cakes and paired 2 whiskeys with it.
Yeah, but we're already getting to the review, and
what do you want?
That feels like the back end of the episode.
They're ready.
Okay, well,
they're ready.
Okay. So, final review of the year,
and it came with a paper.
Yeah, you want to read about it?
Sure.
Okay.
It's a major award. Bardstown, Kentucky, December 12th, 2024. Heaven Hill Distillery announced today the release of the fall 2024 edition of the Old Fitzgerald Bottled and Bond Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey at 11 years old. Comprised of barrels produced in the fall of 2013 and bottled in the fall of 2024. The 14th national release ushers in the latest Hallmark series to the Bottled and Bond legacy. Bottled in an ornate decanter, the fall edition bears a black label consistent across each of the brand's fall releases. This edition's tax strip, which has always been a signature of transparency on the Bottled and Bond products, will disclose when the liquid... When the
what?
The liquid.
When the what?
The liquid.
The liquid.
Was produced and bottled. The Old Fitzgerald Bottled and Ball. Sorry, I saw the price and I was like, hold up. Anyway, the Old Fitzgerald Bottled and Bond.
What? You want to go again there, buddy?
Stop. The Bottled and Bond Fall Edition will be available in the 750 ml size on an allocated basis. It meets the strict requirements of a Bottled and Bond product of a single distillery from a single distilling season, aged a minimum of 4 years, and bottled at 100 proof or 50% alcohol by volume. The suggested retail price is $154.99.
Oh,
so
what happened?
I'm not going to say all that because it's a tasting notes, blah, blah, blah. You all know what this is. I mean, look at all this stuff. You know that
history,
yeah. 40s. You're key to hospitality. But yeah, $160. But They ain't no way.
It's a lot. It's a lot more than it used to be for these bottles.
It was the standard of pricing that I held for a lot of things.
I still hold it.
$10
per
year.
Yeah.
Now it's, I don't know, I'm not going to do the math on that. Anyway.
$10 and then some.
Anyway.
Ah! Eric turned the light on, audio listeners. Sorry.
Scary.
Scaried Perry.
Scaried Perry?
Yeah.
Give me just a second. I'm a little confused. Yeah, I need to smell in my hand if you're listening, not watching.
What on earth?
I got to reset.
What is that?
I mean,
why does it smell like green vegetables?
I don't know if I get green vegetables. I just get vegetables. Like, I smell this and I'm like,
yeah, it smells like a veggie medley or something.
And I'm kind of mad and kind of not. Like, I like fresh cut vegetables, but I don't know if I expect that when I smell of a 11-year-old wheated bourbon.
No.
I'm usually wanting strawberries.
Yeah.
Cucumber and tomatoes?
It really is like squash and tomatoes and green beans and...
I feel like I'm a child and somebody tried to sneak some vegetables into my dessert. I'm kind of pissed.
So confused.
I'm kind of mad
by this nose. It doesn't smell like whiskey at all.
As an adult, I understand how good fresh vegetables are, and I appreciate that, but I don't want to smell that on a wheated bourbon.
You know how I tend to kind of take a little sniff or swig of the bottles that we get in advance? I kind of wish I had on this one. Maybe we would have reviewed it on like a review or like a reel or something. To
be sneaky.
I don't know, man.
They just tried
the world's first corn and like
cucumber
legume whiskey.
That's weird. That's got a vinegar finish. Are you sure that this is real? And I'm sorry if somebody from Heaven Hill's listening and trying to see. I'm just being honest. Like, I know whiskey isn't for everybody. I know everybody has a different palate. This is different. This is kind of weird. It's got a very sour, vinegary finish. Am I wrong about that? No?
No.
There's nothing sweet about this. What are their tasting notes?
Leather, vanilla, subtle cinnamon, and nutmeg.
I do not get anything.
The taste leads with creme brulee sweetness with a bright ginger note, followed by notes of old leather and toasted oak. Its finish is warm and dry with hints of pepper and char.
It does have a dry finish, I will agree. But this is almost
Did we do something?
This is almost like you are getting ready to pickle the vegetables.
Kinda. And you're drinking the brine?
Or maybe you've like mixed up like a, I don't know if anybody's had a cucumber salad where you like, it's like salt and vinegar. And
yeah.
It's that, a little oniony. Well, I will say it's unique.
I can't get creme brulee even if I try.
It's cucumber salad. It's vinegary cucumber salad.
I get pepper on the finish.
It's a dry finish.
I get ginger. But I don't get all of this. Did our sample go bad?
I don't know.
Did we get a sample of something else?
I would think not. I'm sure that they...
Was there a mistake?
Hold on.
Merry Christmas.
Hold on. I know this is a different age. But
Surely.
I know this is... I'm just going to do a little pour of a 15-year Old Fitz that I have, just because I know usually they've got some sort of sweetness in it. We've had samples. We've sampled the other ones. Was your glass?
No. I've only got the 3.
And I just don't know. I'm just confused because I've liked a lot of Old Fitz bottled and bonds. I've not preferred some of them, but I've never had this experience, I guess. Now that smells like weeded bourbon.
It smells like, it almost has like a dusty note to it, but I think that's also because this is an older release. This is the 2019 15-year-old release.
Right. But I don't feel like I ever had an Old Fitz that was like, this doesn't remind me of weeded bourbon. Oh man, that's still good. Wow. I don't know about this one. I'm always down for different, weird, unique things. I just don't know about this.
I'm sorry to have such a visceral reaction to it. I'm really, really struggling.
I'm not a fan. I would try it if you get a chance.
Maybe see if you like it. I don't know, dude. It feels like it went bad.
It does.
I have only ever gotten a vinegar note on a bourbon when it has been oxidized too much.
I mean,
never just a fresh crack, new pour.
I don't know, man.
It doesn't feel like, I don't know. I'm not even saying that like we need a redo from Heaven Hill, because I don't care. I don't care enough to like cause a stink. It's just something doesn't feel right about this. We'll wait until some of our friends and colleagues have also reviewed this to see what they think. But this is not it.
No, I this is not one of my favorite Old Fitz releases.
Out of respect for Heaven Hill, I'm gonna abstain from reviewing this one.
Yeah, I mean, if you just listened, you've made it to this point. I think you know how we feel about it. It's going to be up to you to make your own decision if you want to buy this or try it. And somebody else could like it. I don't know.
This is 100%. And this is not even because like I think that this is because I don't know how to review this. Try this one before you buy it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say about this other than I don't know what's going on here.
I don't either. It's something's different. Like if you told me this was some kind of, I don't know, finished weird, I don't know. I can't taste and smell this and be like, yep, that's old Fitz bottled and bond. I can't.
You can pour it back if you want.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see what some other people think about this when they try it. I know one of our friends got it. I saw that earlier
in our Discord.
So yeah, I'm curious to see, and maybe you're into something a little different.
You like different.
I like different.
You like weird. You like different.
I know, but I think and I'm probably going to get blasted for this, and I don't fucking care. I do like weird and different. Yeah. Oh, he likes weird stuff. Whatever.
I know, it was just the cadence in which you said it. Where it's like, come at me.
I don't care. I don't want weird wheat. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Like wheat.
It's something you hold very sacred.
I love wheated bourbon, and wheated bourbon is not as overwhelming as rye bourbon and stuff like that. So no, I want a delicious wheated bourbon all the time. I know not all of them are going to be delicious and all that, but I don't want weird wheat. I want my wheated bourbon to be, if not strawberry, I want it to be like still on a good level. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm not going to get my favorite strawberry note on there, I want it to go into a sweet. I want my wheated bourbon to be bold and some sort of desserty style, high proof, the better, all this stuff. I don't want it to be vegetables. I could even take savory. I could take a savory note with a sweet note.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
On like a special,
it makes me just think about the Maker's Mark DNA.
Yes. Almost like chips and chocolate. Or
Try the grain to glass. The Heaven Hill grain to glass wheated that's over there. Because even this feels more of like a special wheated bourbon than what we just had. I'm really glad I brought this.
I just don't want vegetables with my wheated bourbon. As weird as that would be. That's probably the weirdest statement ever. A vegetable tasting wheated bourbon. Oh man, that's crazy. I don't want that. Now that smells sweet. And this is Heaven Hill. Same.
Different mash bill.
Same distillery though.
Yeah.
Is what I'm saying. See, that's a dark dessert of a palate. That's a chocolate covered strawberry.
I love this bourbon.
And I want like a hint of fruit. I want like some kind of I want to know that it's a wheated bourbon, even if it has like something extra to it. There is no sweetness in this at all.
No. You're right. Like vinegar is such a strange note on the back end of the palate to have. And I okay, this is probably something that we will get criticized for. I'd like.
Well, me the first time I got criticized.
Yeah, true. The reason that I'm abstaining from reviewing this is not because we want to stay in favor with Heaven Hill. It's really because I feel like there's something wrong with this.
I mean, I don't think there's.
It doesn't feel like it's on profile.
Something's different. This isn't like this is the first release of this product or this is our flagship thing. This is a limited thing. And
I feel like we need to try it. I feel like we need to try this again before we can give our honest review of how we feel about this. And yes, this is a sample that was provided to us by Heaven Hill.
Figured it out.
What?
It's the mean one. He did this.
Dadgummit. Not the nice Grinch.
The mean one.
The mean Grinch.
Yeah, this is his joke.
Probably. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas. I'm gonna go hiking in this weird place that I saw on the internet.
Yeah. But anyway, it just like I just truly do not know what to say about it other than it's off character, it's off profile. It's something that like yes, it would get a bad score, but the bad score that I would be giving it is like apropos of the strange experience that we're having with it more than anything. So I don't know. Like, yeah, we have a lot of great wheated bourbon from Heaven Hill that we love.
Larceny barrel proofs have been awesome.
Yeah. But this, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'll tell you who I really want to see an opinion from on this is my wife, because she is the most honest when it comes to bourbons that she does and doesn't like. And if like even with something that has a vinegar note on it, she will straight up tell us. So when we're all hanging out for Friendsmas later, we'll ask her to try it. But either way,
interesting.
I'm tired of thinking about it. We've just laid it down to rest, so we don't have to think about it.
A little paper blanket over top of it.
I do like that it's face down too. Woo. Okay. I just want to point out too for audio listeners, love you to death, but our for the video watchers, the grain to glass bottle right now, there's a really nice contrast or emphasis, I guess, being built with the light behind the bottle.
I did that on purpose.
It's beautiful.
I knew this moment would happen at least once.
You're just a visionary.
Yeah, I knew when I did this like 4 weeks ago, I knew eventually it would work out.
Look at you.
I was ready.
Yeah. You want to do something fun?
No.
What happened?
I'm just bummed, man.
Aw. It's Christmas.
That'll be a good time.
Don't be bummed. It's Christmas.
That'll be a good whiskey.
But we're having a good time, though.
Yeah, what are we doing? What do you want to do fun? What's so
I
fun?
looked over expecting my bag to still be there. And
gone.
when it wasn't, I panicked.
Your bag's broke. It's dead.
Well, first of all, call me Santa because I got a bag of goodies, I guess.
Santa baby.
That's for you to revisit for the end of the year.
Yay.
That was Russell's 15.
Santa baby.
We should probably do these off air so that we're not keeping from details from people. I'm thinking about the content, okay?
Always thinking about that content.
When we did a review a few weeks ago, I said I was looking for a sample that I could not find, and I finally found it.
Oh.
That's not it.
Oh. Still hasn't found it.
Nope, I did. And it's right here. And it's 2023's
I figured
William
you'd-
LaRue Weller.
Oh my God, 133.6 proof.
And we're going to compare it to this year's
Oh, yes.
William LaRue Weller.
Right now?
Right now.
Okay.
Fun.
I'm down with
It's
this.
Christmas.
You're going to have fun.
We're supposed to have fun.
We're going to have fun on Christmas whether you like it or not. Santa baby.
You're the one. You make bath time.
I thought that
lots
was
of
rubber
fun.
ducky.
That is what it was.
Oh, my God.
While we're doing this comparison, too, I figure it's time for us to move into barrel rings.
859
428
8253.
859-428-8253. This is the segment of the show that you, as a listener, can participate in by calling or texting and participating in.
You can do it. You should do it.
As a follow-up to last week as well, our buddy who texted in, Ryan Jeeves,
Oh, yeah.
he clarified the pronunciation of his name. And it's Jeeves.
Yeah. Ask Jeeves.
As another follow-up, we received a voicemail, too, that we're going to be listening to right now.
Hey, guys. That was an interesting message on your phone there. That's kind of crazy. That's the weirdest one I ever heard. Anyway, giving you a call. This is W Lab. I guess you can call me. There, it's out there. So that word you guys couldn't figure out was liquor. New Hampshire liquor outlets. Not from the mall. Anyways, sorry about the script.
Makes sense.
That tells you how old I am. Anyways, if I printed it, it would have taken 3 years. And if I typed it into my computer and tried to print it, that wouldn't work either because I don't have a printer that keeps going dry. Anyway, just wanted to straighten you out on that word. Have a good one, guys. Bye.
First off,
So that was W Leb again.
old W, I still don't know his actual name.
I couldn't understand there was some weird feedback or something when he said his name.
They do make printer cartridges that you can replace to fix your printer.
Dude, I'm not going to tell this man how to live his life, are you?
I'm just trying to help him. I feel like he may have bought a lot of printers after the ink ran out.
You think he's replacing printers?
Yeah, and he's
Every
like,
time
I'm done doing that. I'm kind of bummed though that he wasn't buying bourbon at an outlet mall.
I am too. I'm a little sad about that reveal, but I do appreciate the clarity on liquor outlets, not the Tanger Outlet Mall that we thought.
That's pretty awesome. But maybe one day we'll know his real name. But for now,
I just couldn't understand it. It was there was something. I don't know if it was your cell service or
it might have been my internet. Maybe it was my internet or something. I don't know,
dude.
I don't know. But
either way,
we'll hear from him again.
We'll see. WLeb, thank you for continuing to support the show and calling in. Hope to hear from you again. We got another voicemail. This guy, we do know his name. He's a longtime caller and listener and supporter.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, what's up, gentlemen? And Eric. It's your buddy Jared here.
Oh, this
Just calling to wish
guy.
everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah. I'd like to invite you to follow along with our Christmas morning tradition, shots. Specifically a shot called the Snowshoe, which is 2/3 brandy, 1/3 peppermint schnapps. It's actually not as terrible as it sounds. It's actually pretty decent
I ain't going to buy
if
that
you
shit.
use a good brandy and remember to go light on that peppermint
I don't want
schnapps.
to buy that.
Too much schnapps and it's not good. But it's a nice little boozy peppermint candy cane kick on a Christmas morning.
I drink eggnog like
And
a real man.
many times. About every 45 minutes, my dad will be walking around with his little tray full of shots, and yeah, all the grown folks be doing shots. We're watching the kids open presents and blueberry coffee cake and breakfast casserole before we move into the
Christmas
ham
morning?
and
While
napkin
kids are
portion
doing I mean, I'm
of the
drinking
day.
eggnog, but I'm taking
Maybe we'll
shots
go to the
when my
country
kids
club
are...
and hit a few holes of golf too. I don't know. See what happens.
You're leaving Christmas
follow
to go
along
to
with that.
golf?
So hopefully Santa brings everyone
Who
something nice
is
this
this
year,
guy?
and hopefully everyone's favorite Mrs. Claus gets them something nice. You know what I'm saying? Hmm?
No.
So Merry Christmas,
What?
all.
That was one of the most unhinged barrel rings we've ever gotten.
Mom, Dad, can we not go to Uncle Jared's house for Christmas? He's always drunk and he goes and plays golf.
At 9:30 a.m. and then he leaves us to go do golf.
I thought that grown-ups just drank eggnog and had a good time. It's okay. He's been doing this for years, and we can't stop now.
This is way better than he was in the 90s. when it was cocaine.
Wow.
And axe throwing.
Wow.
The 23 WLW, it smells very light in comparison to the 24. Am I crazy?
I wouldn't say that.
What would you say then?
I would say it smells way more sweet. It's very
okay. Well, yeah,
desserty.
fair. I think you're right. The 23 has more oak and density to it.
It is a very heavy.
Yeah.
The new one is very heavy, dark dessert. This is a very light pound cake strawberry dessert on the nose. Oh boy.
This is a weeded bourbon Christmas.
Remember all that stuff I literally said about 10 minutes ago about how I want my weeded bourbon.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God.
That finish is crazy, dude. That finish is wild.
Straw, it's one of your favorite candies. One of your favorite candies.
Strawberry cream savers.
Mm-hmm. That is so much strawberry and vanilla on the finish. It's insane. Let me try this one.
Okay.
See, that's delicious too.
I prefer the 24. Oh.
23.
No, 24.
23. That 24 is
24.
The 24 is freaking delicious. I ain't even trying to say it's bad.
I see why you would prefer the 23.
Everything I just said would point to that 23.
I totally understand.
Oh my God. They're both so good. 24 is just a darker wheated bourbon. It's a darker, kind of more chocolate, almost borderlines a rye bourbon, but there's strawberry there. 2023 though is legit.
It's classic what you love.
Classic, high proof aged wheated bourbon, strawberry, vanilla, everything I want in a wheated bourbon. That's what 2023 is.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at either one though.
Yeah, but everything that I love in a higher aged, more oak forward bourbon is present in the 2023 though.
It is.
Like 20 your profile, your palate just leans towards what is present in the 2023. Also, it's crazy that we're sitting here doing this at all.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Just like the Backstreet Boys said.
Backstreet's back, all right?
I want it that way.
We've also got
Tell me why ain't nothing but a strawberry. Tell me why ain't nothing but vanilla. Tell me why I never want to hear you say 2023 isn't as good as 2024.
Two of us are from Kentucky.
Lexington represent. Okay.
We've also got a weird voicemail too.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. This just popped up, but we'll play it.
'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even old grouse.
Sounds so mean.
The glens were all cleaned and ready to share, in hopes that a bee-tax soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of popsicles danced in their heads. And Ma in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a midwinter night's nap.
Get over here, baby.
Oh.
When all of a sudden there arose such a clatter, I hoped that it wasn't a Glencairn shattered. when what to my wondering eye did appear? A sleigh full of bourbon and barrel-aged beer.
What's up?
With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew right away it was old Rip Van Wink.
Give me some cookies.
More rare than eagles,
Who is
his
this?
coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name.
Allocated.
Now Harlan, now Elmer, now Weller and Blanton,
Raise the prices.
on Taylor and Stagg, on Jimmy and Dixon.
Nobody gets these.
As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney old Van Winkle came with a mound.
What?
He spoke not a word, but went straight to his job, filling each glen with 12-year-old knob.
What?
Then he gave me a bottle adorned with a rose,
Van Winkle gave knob.
and with a pause for cork pop, I gave it a nose. And I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Merry Riffmas, Timbip, and to all a good flight."
I gotta win these in a drawing. What was that?
I don't know, dude. That just kind of showed up. It didn't have a number or anything.
Just like a Christmas,
Greeting.
surprise. I feel like this happens every year.
It kind of does. And it gets better every time.
It does get better every time.
It's crazy.
I'm still curious why Nick Van Winkle, or whoever it was, brings Knob Creek.
You think his name is Nick Van Winkle?
I thought he said it was Nick Van Winkle.
Does he know Perry Russell and...
But he brings... I thought he'd be bringing some...
No, wait a second. Wait a minute. We've got a new one. It's Nick Van Winkle.
Nick Van Winkle. That's who he said his name was, wasn't it? Who was it? Who was the name? What was his name? Oh, he actually was old Rip Van Winkle. I thought he said Nick Van Winkle. That's why I'm confused. Why would Rip Van Winkle be bringing 12-year-old Knob Creek? I don't understand what's happening right now. Why would he be bringing Knob Creek down the chimney?
I don't want to hang out with Nick Van Winkle. He sounds horrible. He sounds like the biggest douchebag.
Yeah, because he says...
Who just hangs out on the family yacht and he doesn't actually have a house to live in.
Because he says I'm bringing all the BTAC and then he just has Knob Creek 12-year. Now, nothing wrong with Knob Creek 12-year, but you don't say you have BTAC.
I hate Nick.
I don't understand.
He keeps telling people it's 23-year and it's just the 10-year.
He's like, I got some pappy. And it's old Rip.
It's Special Reserve Weller.
He said, I saw it on Facebook once that this is actually poor man's pappy.
He's not even making hot B.
So
Nick Van Winkle. He crashed. He crashed every luxury sports car that the Van Winkles own.
he's literally the worst Van Winkle.
He's the worst, man.
He's the one.
Nobody can stand him.
They didn't even let him be on the table when they were like, we're going to shut down the Facebook groups. He actually was part of the groups.
Nick.
Fucking Nick, man.
Oh.
Fucking Nick. He's the one that started the rumor that you could blend OWA and special or what was
Weller
it?
12
Weller
to make
12,
a
no.
poor man's pappy.
He started that.
Yeah.
That was his thing.
Oh my gosh. That is so funny. Okay. You have anything else we want to do before we get to high proof hot takes?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so. I do have a high proof hot take.
Do you now? All
I
right.
do.
High proof hot takes then.
Stop posting pictures of receipts and saying, "How did I do?" I hate that. I think it's stupid and I think it's dumb when you post a picture of you getting something for a good price and you say, "How did I do?"
Because you kind of know that you did.
You did
how,
good.
How you do.
I'm happy for you. But you just wasted 30 seconds of your life posting it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm on 15 random bourbon groups on Facebook that I probably don't post on at all, and I'm sorry. You can kick me out. And I see this on all of them. I don't care about your receipt, and I'm not going to answer how did you do, because you got it for MSRP. That's why you did the post. Who cares? Show me you opening the bottle and enjoying it and say, "Hey, this is great. Got this for a good price." All that. I don't care about receipts. It's dumb. You wasted 30 seconds of your life doing that. And if you've done that before, you can be mad at me. I don't care. I think it's dumb. Something Nick Van Winkle would do.
Yeah, but he would post a receipt after saying that he went to the store to pick up one bottle and then went down the bourbon aisle and
he spent $1,700 worth of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that one too. Posted a receipt.
Pissed me off, man. I'm sorry.
Not all of us have $1,700 or however much it is to spend on whiskey on a whim.
Merry Christmas. Love you.
Derek's coming for you. Your dumbass post. 1, 2, Derek's coming for
Okay,
you.
okay. I'm going to say a little bit more of a serious one. I'm sorry.
High proof, though?
High proof hot take.
Oh, let's go.
Okay. So I'm going to be very honest. I have had a rough week with a newborn infant. Okay. This has been going on for a not really just this past week. I need a sip of water too here. Sorry. She's been very clingy towards mama. I mean, just not, it's been harder for me to soothe her, to the point where there's been a lot of screaming, with the 3-month-old. And, it's really, it's been very difficult for me. And there's a lot of these like posts on Instagram that are like, dads are great for babies because they help babies calm down when they need a nap, and they don't make them feel like they need to be fed or whatever when it's, when they relax, and like they have dads have a different heartbeat rhythm, and like it's a different feeling on the chest and everything. And it's like, that may be true, and like you may be setting yourself up to feel like
we're hairier.
No, but
chests are hairier.
I don't know. It's just like it may be setting you up to feel like everything's easy when you get the baby handed off to you. And I was kind of in that mindset, I guess. And if you have a new baby or you're a new dad and you're struggling with something like this, so am I.
Well, let me say this. Tips and bits early. It's always going to be a struggle.
Yeah.
There's always going to be something new that questions whether you're doing the right thing or not. And just know if you are truly trying to do what's best for your kid, and you're doing nothing wrong, maybe you don't understand, you have a daughter. I mean, I have a daughter who
I got to.
I don't understand some of the things she's going through, so she talks to mom and stuff. But you're still there. You're still doing what you can. Don't let it get discouraging, because you probably are doing the best you can and a good job. It just sometimes doesn't feel like it.
Yeah. But it's just been very difficult, like not being able to take care of my youngest, and having to constantly hand her off to Lucy, who is already like exhausted.
Yeah.
And like she feels bad too, because like Ella is not connecting with me, I guess, in that way, but it's like just a natural thing where she can't get comfortable with me, I guess. Like it's just part of it. And like I understand it, and I'm not like I have to, get out of that funk after a couple of days, and like I'm fine now. Like I understand.
Yeah.
But also being screamed at for, a prolonged period of time by a baby that doesn't understand.
Yeah, I understand.
Is very difficult. And also like, having a 4-year-old who is constantly like needing something while there's a baby that needs something throughout all of it too is also very hard.
Yeah.
And like she also is not listening. Like she's pushing her boundaries and trying to figure out like what she can get away with too. So it's just like both sides of the coin I don't have any control over. So high proof hot takes, like, I don't know, being a dad can suck sometimes.
Doesn't get any easier.
I understand, but it's just like I don't think a lot of parents are comfortable with saying that out loud.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, being on a platform where you're allowed to, maybe not allowed to, but you have the freedom to be a little bit more vocal about what you're feeling or thinking. I think we are given the opportunity to say things like that.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, being a parent does suck sometimes. It just does. Like it's tough.
It does.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
And like, I know my kids are like the best, like my kids and my wife are what I wake up for every day. That's like the truth of the matter. But the struggle of like dealing with their wants and needs is not always the easiest of things. So just a very honest thought, I suppose. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Tips and bits.
Tips and bits.
We're going to recommend some things that you should be watching, reading, listening to, enjoying here during your Christmas festivities, I suppose, or maybe not Christmas related. I don't know.
I'm just going to keep it simple. We talked about it earlier. Adam Sandler.
Oh, I thought you were going to say do shots and then go play golf.
No, I was going to say don't do that. I was going to say enjoy Christmas, watch Christmas movies, 8 Crazy Nights. We talked about that. I've mentioned Ernest Saves Christmas. You can watch all I'm saying, put your favorite Christmas movie on, and don't do shots while your children are opening their gifts. Have a little classy glass of eggnog, maybe in your National Lampoon's moose glass, just like I do, and enjoy your children, and don't leave them after they've opened their gifts to go play golf. Probably go put their gifts together like a responsible, loving, regular dad would do. Merry Christmas. Signing off. The Whiskey Mutant.
The air horn wasn't working.
I'm just saying.
Or maybe it did. I don't know. Anyway,
Yeah. Enjoy Christmas. Watch some movies. All
yeah,
that stuff.
speaking of movies, we watched a couple of Muppet Christmas movies this week too.
Yeah, I sent you a picture. I watched one too.
Yeah, well, we talked about Christmas Carol
Yeah.
last week. Did we talk about Christmas Carol last week?
I think so.
Okay. Easily one of the best. I don't know if you have seen this, but there was a Muppet Christmas movie that aired during the 90s. Once.
Yeah.
Basically once. And then never aired again. With Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, he was.
and Leslie Nielsen.
What was that?
It was called Mr. Willoughby's Christmas Tree.
I don't remember that.
It never received a home video release. But it is on, like, every viewable copy of it is on YouTube. In it was recorded on VHS, like on a home VCR.
Why am I thinking of something else?
I don't know.
I feel like I see Robert Downey Jr., but he's like Scrooge or something.
He basically looks like that.
That's what I'm thinking of. Then.
Yeah, but he's not Scrooge.
Okay.
His name is Mr. Willoughby.
Gotcha.
And he's looking for the perfect Christmas tree. Like, that's his whole thing. It's real bad.
Okay.
It's real bad. I kind of recommend it if you're like a Muppet completionist to watch. Otherwise, I don't know. But we also watched Muppet Family Christmas the other night too, which Tully recommended on Barrel Rings last week as well, where they all go to Fozzie's mother's house. And I had forgotten this, but like all the Muppets show up. Like Sesame Street Muppets show up, Fraggle Rock Muppets show up.
Fraggle Rock.
There's a home video too where they show Muppet Babies as well. I mean, it's just fantastic. Just very nostalgic. So if you're looking for something to throw on to this Christmas, do it. Otherwise, pour something good.
Post it. Tag us.
Tag us. We'll share it.
I'll share it. You tag me.
I guess.
You guess. What would be the one thing if somebody was like, "This is my Christmas pour," and they tagged you, and you're like, "I'm not sharing that."
A big old naked butthole.
No, I mean an actual whiskey.
You know.
Yeah. I know. Merry Christmas.
I can't say it.
Merry Christmas.
Because I might get murdered.
Merry Christmas. And if you don't want to get murdered, you can go to patreon.com/MyBurnPodcast for as little as $1 a month. You can support the show.
The worst segue.
But at $5, you get all
We're going to kill you. Give us money.
You get all the bonus stuff. We did Sample Irresistible. We finished an advent calendar I've had for a year. We also do Pop Chicka Wawa, Pours from the Floor, and we do the pregame chats. And if you were on Patreon last week, you got a video version of the pregame chats. So that's fun.
Yeah.
And it's the first place to get all the latest news. You can also join the Discord, all the stuff. Go there, patreon.com. And then if you want to get some merch, bourbonshop.threadless.com. There's some Christmas merch. Probably if you're ordering now, it's going to be too late. But you can have it for next year.
Print out a picture and say, I got this for you. It'll be here
It'll be next year. You can wear it then.
Or it'll be here after New Year's.
Yeah, we'll see. And then if you want to send us an email.
You're listening to this on your phone speaker and they're like, I know what you're doing.
I know what you're doing.
I heard you listening to the dude dimwits. Suggesting I'm mad at you.
Send us an email. This is mybourbonshop@gmail.com. You can also follow us on all social media. You can follow me at Whiskey Mutant. You can follow Perry at PRitter1792. And you can follow the show at My Bourbon Pod. You can go to Facebook. We got a Facebook group. This is My Bourbon Podcast Facebook group. You can also call in or text or send pictures or anything you want to 859-428-8253. You'll be on the show. We'll play it out or we'll read it out. We'll show your collection. We've been showing people's bourbon collections. So send us some stuff there. If you want to send a sample, a snack, anything to a box, P.O. Box
22609 Lexington, Kentucky 40522.
Do that. You can go to YouTube if you're listening to this and want to see us. YouTube.com. All the episodes are up there live. Well, not live. They're video versions. But Perry does go live every Thursday night. Sometimes I join him. Sometimes I don't.
I'm not going live tomorrow night.
Why?
The 26th. So I'm going to be arguing with family. No,
You're going to be on your 20th Christmas dinner. But
he jokes, but there's a chance.
It's true.
No, but I will be live on January 2nd,
Ooh.
day after New Year's Day. I don't know what I'm going to do. Something.
We'll find out.
But until then, thank you all so much for listening. Merry Christmas. We
Merry
love you.
Christmas.
Happy holidays, all that good stuff. We'll see you real soon. Until then, enjoy yourselves. I'm Perry.
I'm Eric.
And this is My Bourbon Podcast.
Don't do shots during Christmas time.
So funny.